Welcome back to Pause to Unedit Yourself, a podcast where reflection meets transformation, where we explore the art of becoming one intentional pause at a time. I'm your host, Anushka, and each episode offers you a chance to press pause and explore bite sized insights and soulful reflections from my own journey of introspection in the hope it will help you too on your path of personal evolution. Whether you're feeling stuck, seeking clarity, or simply wanting to expand, my hope is that this becomes a space of inspiration and deep remembering, guiding you to evolve from within and uncover the infinite potential that lives inside each and every one of you. Your time is valuable. It's the most precious commodity. So thank you all for being here and sharing this space with me. Thank you for pressing pause and for choosing to journey inward and daring to become the highest expression of yourself. During my recent reflections, I have realized something profound. And it's through conversations I've had with friends and families and just a lot through kind of lived experience is why is there no warning sign that comes when you enter this certain stage of your life? Let me explain, and you can then tell me your thoughts because I'm really eager to hear that. You see, there is a stage in your life that no one warns you about. Because growing up, you're taught exactly what life is supposed to look like. It's prescribed, right? Think about it. You have to go to school, you have to get good grades, go to university, get a job, get a house, get a car, get married. Oh, yeah, and have kids. And then you live happily ever after. Oh, and don't forget your job title defines your worth and real life. And it's only after that that retirement starts. I mean, that's prescribed, right? See this conditioning of success and happiness. They're all packaged for you. It's predefined, it's pre approved, it's pre lived. And so you're kept so busy and you end up thinking, oh, well, that is life. Everyone you speak to will, no, no, that's life. That's how life is supposed to be. Really? Is that what life is supposed to be? And somewhere along the line, your identity starts to get stripped back and it gets replaced with something more acceptable, something that can be put in a neat box. It's more productive, it's more compliant, more successful. And let's be honest, you've been molded into someone society can work with. But is that really you? And so you get here. You know where here is? Midlife. And it's that moment where everything, I mean everything, it stops making sense. And no one actually prepares you for this part. Because in essence, you've worked so hard for decades. All those late nights, overtime at work, all of those sacrifices that you made with your family, your friends, chasing promotions that barely move the needle. I mean, when you're thinking about it, really, what do you get with a promotion? It's like, if you're lucky, 2, 3% increases. And what do you get on top of it? Well, 200% more stress, right? And then what happens? Well, yeah, budget cuts. And what does that look like? Well, hey, more responsibility because you don't want to lose your job, but you get less support. And one day it's a restructure and you get a buyout. And then lo and behold, you've been made redundant. Just like that, you are out. So now you enter a space of unknown and you don't know what to do. Your health? Oh, forget about it. All of that chronic stress and that high cortisol that you've accumulated from those late nights and that stress. You've got belly fat, you've got hair loss, you've got heart issues, and your body, it's just been keeping score this whole time. And you think, oh, well, look, you know what? It's not that bad, right? I'll just get another job. There's plenty of jobs out there. You've got experience. How hard is it going to be? And you've got a network, everybody that you schmoozed, you've got that industry credibility and you think it's in the bag. But guess what? The game has changed. Employers, well, they want cheaper, they want younger, they want faster, and hey, AI is taking over. And then, the training budgets disappear. And guess what? Your industry buddies that you thought that you'd given them favors, well, they ghost you by all of those empty promises of meetings, of emails, and messages that never return. And AI, well, that means you're rejected on the spot as it scans your CV for how old you really are. And suddenly, everything that you've worked for and all of that experience actually means nothing. De nada. De nada. And you realize you're not climbing anymore. You realize you are being edged off the front shelf into the store cupboard to be archived. Literally, you are being phased out. And life, it doesn't actually pause for you. With all of that pressure and all of that stress, you've still got a mortgage to pay. You've got school fees, you've got responsibilities. And at the same time, to make matters worse, whilst you are having this mental breakdown around you, family members, your aunts, uncles, parents, they need caring. Some are suffering from ill health. Some are losing their mind to dementia and Alzheimer's. And some are suffering from diseases, cancer, and some die unexpectedly. How do you process this amount of grief? How do you process this amount of loss? And as you start to look around, you see your friends around you breaking down too. All those happy couples, dinner parties, and your perfect Insta couples who seem to have it all together with the house and white picket fences and that perfect family. Suddenly, they are uncoupling at a faster rate than a new TikTok dance trend. How to divorce amicably without becoming bankrupt becomes a new hit Netflix series. No, this wasn't the roadmap prescribed, was it? Or was it? And we just weren't told about it. And when you need that extra bit of cash, you realize you can't access your pension pot till you hit 60 odd. And that's still another 10, 15, 18 years away. Will you make it by then? Will you still be alive? Because at this rate, you're heading for a coronary heart attack because of the stress levels are next level. So, where did it all go wrong? This wasn't part of the plan, was it? Did you read the small print, the T's and C's? Of course not. They were written in invisible ink. So you start to question really what was this all for? How many lies were you sold? Who am I without the identity I was told was me? Everything, and I mean everything, starts to become too much. And that part of you that you could hold it all together and could multitask like a rock star, it's suddenly you become this absolute nervous wreck. Each day waking up is a chore. Getting through the day requires immense energy, and you wonder, how did you used to do this when you battle rush hour traffic and pack commuter trains? See, I realized through all of this and through all of these reflections is that we celebrate people for enduring more than they should, for staying composed in situations that slowly eat away at them. And when someone holds everything together without complaint, it's easy to see strength, right? But often it's just silent suffering. Because I've realized holding everything together isn't thriving, it's maintenance. And maintenance, it's not living. Somewhere along the line, we've also mistaken this emotional shutdown for growth. So when someone stops reacting, when somebody stops asking or stops expecting, we call it maturity. Oh, that person's really mature. But sometimes it's just resignation. We just kind of don't have the energy. And the bottom line is no one prepares you for this time in your life because the warranty expired the second you exited the birth canal. And the manual of life only came with you are born and you die, and there is some stuff in the middle that you need to figure out. And it's called life. But the details, are hazy apart from the initial roadmap. Yes, midlife. That's why they call it that period of awakening. Because it's only when you hit rock bottom, when you can't see through the sandstorm in front of you, that the only solution for you is to hit the brakes and press pause. This is a point when you slow down enough to catch a breath, to create some space around you, and to start to question your reality, to realize what actually matters. And I've realized it's your health, it's your sanity, it's your peace, it's your boundaries, it's yourself. And at this point, you should also ask yourself some questions. If you turned your phone off and didn't contact anybody for a week, 2 weeks, who would be calling you? Who would be looking for you? Who would be sending you messages and checking in on you? Ask yourself, did I become boring or simply did I stop performing? So, how can you create the life that you desire? I mean, you're still living, you're still breathing, you're still young, and age is but a number. How can you make this next chapter in your life count for something? How can you live this next chapter on your terms, doing what actually makes you happy and not the prescribed version? I came across this short essay by Freek van Litzenberg, and he says, quote, consuming information without changing your behavior makes the information entertainment. Making the same mistake after being taught a life's lesson makes a mistake a decision. Aging without examining your life doesn't make you experienced, it makes you old. And yet, most people never stop to ask, why do I actually do what I do? Why do you react the way you do in arguments? Why do you feel the way you feel? Why do you want the things you want? Self reflection isn't just journaling on a Sunday morning with a matcha latte. It's the willingness to sit with an uncomfortable truth about yourself and not look away. That's what will change you, not time, not experience, not another book. And that gave me a lot of food for thought, and I hope it does for you as well. Because here's the thing, life is short, it goes by in a blink of an eye. And you're at this crossroads, and it's actually a gift if you choose to see it like that. Because you press self destruct and you can continue living a synthetic life, losing yourself even more, living in a bubble driven by fast fashion, fast food, consumerism, and ultimately AI. Or you can choose an authentic life, an authentic and embodied life, which looks like being true to yourself, knowing that love, joy, abundance are embodied in your being, mindful, aware, full of growth, learning new skills, being in the present, understanding that you are magic. And the key to creating the life you desire is by being you, radiating your gifts, your uniqueness, and really understanding that being you has always been enough. It's always been enough. And you see, the truth I also realize is that humans, well, we we were designed to create. And so when you consume all the time, that's why you feel so restless because your soul is craving to express itself through creation. We humans are designed to kind of belong, to connect. And so that's why we feel so empty when we're constantly performing in this performance mode. And humans, we are designed to question. And so that's why things start to eat you away slowly because we follow things blindly. And you get this niggling feeling at the back of your head thinking, actually, I don't think this is right, but I don't know why. And ultimately, we're a soul having this human experience and we're designed to play. And that's why life starts to feel kind of lifeless when we're in this constant state of doing. So I leave you today with a few prompts to sit with and reflect on. Is the life you're living today a result of your choices or your fears? What brings you quiet, unspoken joy? Who are you when no one is watching? What's the most important thing you have learned from someone you have lost? Which of your personality is genuinely yours? And how much did you inherit? And how much did you inherit from the environment you grew up in? Does the person you are in public match the person you are alone? These questions are deep and they're my gift to you because a person without self reflection never changes, they just get older. And most importantly, are you breaking down or breaking through? As always, I use these episodes as reminders for myself, like mini guides that you can refer to whenever you need a check in with yourself for a moment of recalibration. So feel free to save them and share them with someone who might need to hear them. And do share your comments and feedback too. It will help me to know what resonates for you and what you would like to hear more of. See you on the next episode.